when that happened, this transition between when you were a software developer to a manager or managing people, when that happened?
Well, I would say in all of the companies and industries that I've worked in over the years, I've been fortunate to work on, I would say, some very high profile projects that
Mm-hmm.
really gave me opportunity to showcase my skills. And I'm a lifelong learner, and I'm curious. And I don't mind, I would say, going where no man has ever been before. Let's step out there and let's create. And it helped me to step into opportunities to lead. Even if I was a lead person,
Mm-hmm.
like a lead analyst or a lead programmer. But I would say the last two jobs that I had, even before Disney, I was offered positions to be like a manager over a team. And then, of course, at Disney, with all the years at Disney, over close to 23 years at Disney, I progressed from many of those roles. When I first started at Disney, I started off as a business analyst, and
Mm-hmm.
then I kept getting promoted all the way up to the executive level. And it's just been amazing being on that tech track,
Mm-hmm.
seeing all the opportunities. And what makes it great is when you see something that you're interested in, showing your interest by doing. It's more
Mm-hmm.
than asking for it. Is slowly demonstrating that you're ready for that next thing. So whenever I had that moment, I would raise my hand for that stretch opportunity, and it opened doors for me.
Oh, very, very good. So, directing people in a huge corporation is not easy, right? And
Right.
you don't have to, but if you want to tell me a story that today you have fun of that, but in that moment it was something very hard to handle, and everywhere you worked before. So, and do you have any story in your mind about that?
Well, as you know, it's not. Um, I'm not in a position to go in detail of very specific
For
projects,
sure.
but situations, yes. You think about the Walt Disney Company. It,
Mhm.
it, it is a huge media conglomerate
Mhm.
worldwide.
Oh yeah.
And the systems and the projects are complex and
Mhm.
complicated.
Mhm.
And you're working with global teams even. So you even have the complexity of time zones and languages and things like that. And coming together in that dynamic way had its challenges, but was very exciting at the same time. And then, Disney is constantly looking to be on the forefront, to be ahead. So it's having that future mindset,
Mhm.
always being ready to step into what's new and not letting it, take you into such a place of discomfort where, you kind of diminish yourself, but it's looking to learn, to get involved, and knowing that we're all in it together. And
Mhm.
so that takes me to what the most enjoyable part for me was actually leading the teams in building a team culture,
Mhm.
fostering an environment of learning, supporting growth opportunities and camaraderie and professional growth. And when you have people that are inspired, they feel supported, it's like you want to do it, you feel like you're capable of doing anything. And quite often we were stepping into what seemed like impossible,
Mhm.
but we were able to achieve it.
Mhm.
And that to me is part of the magic. Is just working together,
Mhm.
supporting one another, even in very complex situation. And it doesn't mean that we didn't have our moments where, it got very challenging or difficult, or even, you had your moments where people may have just not felt so great about things. But
Mhm.
the important thing is keep stepping forward, knowing we're all in it together, and having a leader or being that leader to be there for your team and support them.
That's great.